We only went and made it.
We made it.
Just about by the skin of our absolute teeth.
Yes. Luckily for us, we have very skinny teeth.
We the skinniest teeth that I've ever had today.
Yes.
So a lot has happened. Just to set up this show ready for failure. Craig is in excruciating pain and possibly off his face on Tylenol. So beware autistic children or something. I don't know. Donald Trump told me to be careful around autistic children taking Tylenol. I don't know. Something stupid.
Artistic, not autistic.
Artistic. Oh, right. Never give Tylenol to an artistic
child.
Child. Okay, cool. Right, we'll go with that then. And that's why Craig's back hurts, because I don't know. Anyway, so he's off his face on Tylenol with a bad back, and he shouldn't even really be sitting in the chair. I finished work about 50 minutes ago. To what I was meant to get home and eat food, but the restaurant we ordered off, because I didn't have time to make food, the restaurant that I ordered off tonight decided to not mark the order as ready for the driver to come pick it up. So we received our food about 20 minutes before the show started. So that's where we're at now. You'll see me occasionally scoffing a fry and being sad that my food's going cold over there. But you will get topics, tangents, and tunes.
All three.
I would say, with the state of both of us today, probably mostly tangents.
Yeah, I have a couple of topics, but they're more like in the real musical world, not the indie underground that we inhabit.
Well, we can talk about anything, really. It's our show.
Damn right
everyone,
it is.
Everyone else can just fuck off, to be honest. We can just sit here and chat.
Why isn't the show called that?
Everyone else can fuck off, to be honest.
Fuck off. Yeah. I listened to that show.
So yeah, we're in this situation. This is probably going to be the most haphazard show that you've had in the whole history of the Craig and Tizz Show, and that's some history. As
that's saying a lot.
19?
Huh?
We're over on episode 19 or 20. I forget.
20. This might be 20.
Is it definitely 20?
No, I have no clue.
Because I think I named the show. I think it's episode 19, maybe. Oh, I think I forgot. Is it? Question mark.
Did you ask her producer? She would know, because she tracks these things.
Does she track these things?
She's supposed to.
PLC. Do you see what I did there?
PLC? I like that.
Hi. Do you know what number show we're on? No. All right, then. Bye. You downgraded back to ALC. Okay.
So if you say PLC together, you get Plick.
Yep. And you also get, what is it? Public Limited Company.
Yeah. So, okay, so we have no idea what episode this is, guys.
No.
Sorry.
It's either 19 or 20. It's one of the two.
And if it was 20, we should have like a party or something, because 20, that's a milestone.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
I don't know. So. I've been doing this so long, like I've gone beyond the milestones. I remember the first year we were like, it's the 10th show, it's the 50th show, it's the 100th show. 20 years later, it's like, this is episode 7,420.
Yeah, but it's your 20th episode of putting up with me. You should probably get a reward. Actually, you should probably be on Tylenol yourself. Actually.
Oh, I should be on much harder things.
Yeah, well, that's neither here nor there. So,
the main point though is we are going to be talking about these situations when you've just got no time, or illnesses hit you, or all the many things of life, shall we say, that get in your way. How do you stick with being creative? Do you just put your hand in and do a little? See, this is what I do on occasion when I sit there and go, I'm such a musical person, I haven't made music in ages. I just like smash like a 8-bar loop out on GarageBand, and I'm like, all right, then, sweet, I can still do it. But like, what do you guys do around these things? Do you remember any experiences like you were in a band but you broke your leg so you couldn't gig with them, and they got a hiring guitarists to sub for you for the few weeks whilst you're out of action, and what did you do? How did you feel like it? Or are you even better when you're ill? Some people that I know out there, like that their life's so busy that if they've got something real bad, they get a couple of weeks off work, all of a sudden they can sit in their bed and make music again. It's different for everyone. What is it like for you? We've also got music. What music do we have coming up, Craig?
Oh, today we have tunes from icons of industry, Meinke, The Good's Gone, Zeebrax, Smashing Red, The Tyrds, and Louis Simons for today.
I like the fact that we've got the Tyrds in.
Yep, not the birds, the Tyrds. They're a totally different thing.
No.
Yeah.
I want to point out the first track for a minute, to be honest, in your list.
Yes, sir.
Icons of Industry have actually come with so in Saturday's tag show, whilst like in the middle whilst we're doing the new submissions, they had a new track. I don't know if you've heard it yet, which is actually an electro version of The Wheels Will Turn.
Haven't heard that yet.
See, so that was the main one that like we were caught like this is the brand new track from Icons of Industry. It is really good, by the way. So that's the one that stuck in my mind. So when you said to me the other day, I've just listened to that brand new Icons of Industry track. How good is it? In my mind, I thought you were talking about that one. Now, during the show, Roberto was listening and he went, "Oh, I've just uploaded the soul version of Heavy Locust," and I was like, "What? Wait, what?" This whole version of Haley Low, and we did have a listen to it during the show, and it is absolutely fantastic. But what made me laugh is like you must have been thinking, "What the hell is he on about?" Because I think I replied to you going, "It's a hell of a banger, isn't it?" Like as if it was a big Club 4 filler, which it is. But we were talking about two different songs.
Yeah, I had no idea there was two. I just saw when I was going through the database, I just saw Heavy Locust pop up, and I go, "This is funky as all hell, man. This is a great track." I did not know about the other one, or I didn't see it, maybe.
It's incredibly soulful. I'm quite excited to play it again because, like, I need to play it. It might actually become my my morning alarm.
It's going to go on your favorites list.
No, it might become my actual morning alarm. There's two reasons for that. One, because it's an absolutely fantastic track, and I think it would be a good wake up song. But also ALC or PLC or Catharino, whatever you want to call it today. I think he's getting fed up because I have the original soundtrack to the Final Fantasy VII final boss fight with Genova as my ringtone. So not only is it very abrupt and Final Fantasy style loud, but it's also all 8-bit. So it sounds
that could be a little rough, yeah.
It's not it wakes me up perfectly and that's why I use it. I like an abrupt. Some people like those alarms that are like
the real
I need a
yeah, you need brain hammer or screwdrivers.
Brain hammer could be good. Screwdrivers, I think, would not start off my day very well.
Yeah, probably not.
I'd be aggravated with sound from the moment I open my ears.
Good point.
And I want to put that to everyone as well. People don't say this enough. Everyone's like, "Oh, I woke up and opened my eyes." First thing you open is your ears. Don't care what anyone says.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah,
I lay in bed for a good 20 minutes every morning with my eyes shut.
Yeah.
It takes a while for things to turn on. Yep. Back when I used to have an alarm back in the day.
I mean, on occasion, the first thing I open is my butthole, but that's a different situation.
That's a different show, isn't it?
I wasn't thinking about that actually. I was thinking about like having a cheese pizza before in that first morning. I don't know what you were thinking about.
I don't. That's two of us. Remember, I'm on Tylenol. So.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah. No, yes.
I was just going to say we've been talking about the tune. Should we play said tune?
Let's hit it.
I've got an issue now.
What?
Wait a sec. Yeah, I found it. So, the metadata for the tracks were just the same. So the original Heavy Locust says Heavy Locust, and the song version says Heavy Locust. So I had to pick between which track, but I found it. But now I also need to. Why can't I get this? There we go. Just make sure I've edited that so I always know which one it is in the future. Live administration here on XRP Radio. Do you know why that is? Because we don't have a massive team of 40 people behind the DJ like the BBC or Galaxy FM do. Galaxy FM doesn't even exist. It's Capital now, silly. There we go. And sorry, viewers, but you get to see me scoff today. I've been really good at not eating on air recently, but...
Yeah. Well, at least you got to eat. All I've had so far is a bowl of cereal.
That's not the right one. That's not the right one.
Oh, come on now.
That's the one.
It.
Right. Before I go any further, I need to make sure that one now says soul and the other one doesn't. Right. We'll get there one day. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, viewers, listeners, whatever you want to call yourselves. Fans.
Yes.
No, that might be a bit of a stretch. Victim, that's a good one. Here we go.
Now, did this song fall prey to the, you can't put parentheses or commas into the XRP database? Is that why?
No, no, I don't know whether he just decided to not put them in because of that reason. But
yeah, because when I saw it in the database, it did have the parentheses intact. So
it's only commas that are a problem.
Yeah, I know. I've learned not to title anything with a comma that goes to XRP. That's for sure. So anyway, we can talk about this in the green room. The part that's funny about this whole back pain thing is that when I originally got this 3 years ago, right before I lost the 75 pounds, went to the gym, the first time it presented itself, I couldn't walk. Walking was excruciating. This time it's come back as the reverse. I can walk fine, but I can't walk. So it totally like inverted itself 180. So it's like sitting in the car, sitting on the couch trying to watch TV. It's just I'm shifting constantly. So, anyway, saw my doctor yesterday. He gave me new instructions for the gym and stretches to do and all this stuff. So I'm going to do my best to beat it back into submission again.
I know backs. I have incredible whiplash down my upper back and neck.
Oh man!
I know, like, just the smallest little. It was stupid as well. I was in just a forward shunt car crash. It wasn't a high speed or anything. I was in my mom's car. We were parked, and someone went into the back of the. We had a Vauxhall Astra at the time with a tow bar on the back. A woman in a little KA car, Ford KA car, those little bubble cars.
Yeah, sure.
Went into the back of the tow bar. Her whole car was a write-off because she hit the tow bar and it's just cracked all up the bonnet.
Cracked the front, yeah.
Our car was completely fine, but my neck, oh my God. Oh, like ever since then, if someone gives me just a hard shove on this shoulder, I'm out of action for 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's hell getting old, man.
It's neck back pain and tooth pain are the two most evil things in my life.
Well, I should probably talk about this more when we get back, into the actual, main of the show after the song here. But the thing for me is when you have pain like that, you still want to work on music, but the pain is so overwhelming. You're kind of like, you can't focus on the music thing anymore. But I do want to play, but it's just, ow.
In the sky. Great track.
It is.
I don't think I've ever heard a bad thing from Icons of Industry / Roberto Montoya.
No.
I'd love to have easy access to the range of great musicians that he often does use.
Yeah, for sure. He does all the writing, correct?
Yeah, the writing, a bit of singing, a bit of a majority of the composition.
Okay.
You're listening to XRP Radio. That was Heavy Locust, the soul version recently in from Icons of Industry. We played that for the first time in last week's tag show, and we loved it as much as we did this time. It's fantastic. It's one of those things that's just fantastically musical. The musicianship is insane in it all round. It's a great tune in its first instance anyway. The added funky rhythms, the soulful licks, and the multi-layered vocals just... It's one of those things that you can't even call unsigned and independent. It's like some things transcend the label. It is unsigned and independent, of course it is, but
Right.
like you almost don't want to throw it in with us like rapscallions, do you?
No.
I'd feel bad if they were like hanging around with our crowd. They could do so much better than us. We're like the bad girlfriend that Icons of Industry have managed to get with.
I guess we are kind of. You don't want those guys. Well, if it's a choice between those guys and nobody, well, okay, I guess we'll take those guys.
We're the station your mum warned you about.
We're kind of the black sheep, you know. I mean, do you want to listen to real radio? Or that's a great tagline. Do you want to listen to real radio or this? I really like that.
I was chatting to one of my colleagues today. He's quite a new guy to the team. We were waiting at the train station together, and he's basically like, what do you do? And I was like, it's hard to explain.
Yeah,
like,
right.
It sounds way better than it is. It does. It sounds like, I run a radio station and a media company. Sounds fantastic. Like people, when you say that to someone, in their head, they're thinking like Bill Gates, Steve Jobs. Right?
Yeah, right.
And it's not like that at all. And then like they ask the worst questions that make you sound bad. How long have you been going? Well, the daily 20 years. Really, that long? You must be doing well then. I'm like, bear in mind that I'm selling milk with you, mate. But yeah, I guess so. Persistent is what you may call me.
Yeah. It's so funny you say that. Sometimes it could be the most uncomfortable thing if you meet someone socially and they ask you, what do you do? Right now, the people I know here in XRP, obviously, they understand the Icebox Studios concept and what I do and everything with it, and try to explain that to someone that is not in that circle. What I'm doing right now, music wise. You do what? You're 6 pretend bands, but you're really all you. How strange that sounds to someone. It's just like, I guess you'd have to hear it. So more often than not, I end up passing off my links to all my sites, right? Well, here's this, and you can listen to it here. And I talk about XRP, So yeah, it's kind of interesting. You meet somebody like that.
Yeah. I find it very difficult because but most I'm a storyteller. So people like, what do you do? This, that, and the other. And then they'll go, so what's that like? And the only thing that I can do is like, well, I try and explain the different situations, from the weird situations with Louis Drayton where I've almost had to slip catch a poo on stage, to sitting down doing a radio show with someone less than twice my age and half a globe away. And they're like, so how does that work? And I'm like, it just does. Like, it's not... Why do you want me to explain to you the logistics of whatever the fuck happens here? People come together and stuff happens. There you go.
The funny part about that, man, if you take the numbers game out of our relationship, right? We're just two buds talking about the same interests and the same geeky shit that we're both into. The number has nothing to do with it, but it's a strange coincidence, Well, and also
it's weird because this came up with another one of my colleagues, someone that's been there longer, but it just so happens that he's basically in the same situation as me and Kat was in 3 years ago, like trying to get his missus over. She's in the Philippines though, but trying to do the whole marriage get everyone, route. So I've been chatting to him all day, and I sat there at one point and I was like, what is the likelihood of someone from England moving up to Scotland just so happening to get the same job as someone else that's in basically the exact same position, just to be able to walk down the road as we're working and give you advice on on what we went through and what you went through, and to be able, what are the odds of that, really?
Right.
And then again, with the other guy that I was at the train station with, I was sat there going, what are the odds of me and a guy from America that's almost twice my age just so happening to get together and doing a radio show about a load of stuff that they're both happen to be just coincidentally, same difference, interested in. And I guess everything's just isn't it? The odds are nothing. The odds are all the same for anything.
Yeah, I think it's a level playing field. You know, things just happen because I'm not going to get all cosmic and say because they're meant to happen. Things just, it's all happenstance, you know. But I'm not going to complain about it. I mean, it's really cool, you know. But yeah, the fact that we're so far away from each other and we do the show simultaneously is crazy to me. But it works.
I think,
you know,
I almost wish that because this sounds stupid. I wish I was born a little bit earlier, because one thing that I do love from talking to so many people across the globe is or maybe in a different location, is the whimsical nature of what we do. Like, I've been doing this so long, and I was quite like, even though I was early, how do I put this? I was one of the earlier people in my age group to really get into technology, like have computers and all that kind of stuff.
Same here.
So I was quite lucky, but you've still got the, like, from an early age, probably from when I was 10, 12 years old, people could talk across the globe. So that whimsy for you, like, this is only a little step up compared to the step up that you've experienced. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you're saying, because we had the basic idea, okay, but it's been refined, right? Like when I started out with an Apple IIe back in '82, you know, we didn't have live chat. We had bulletin boards. You could put up, or BBWs, they were called. You could put up messages, people would reply back to that. You know, we had dial-up modems, we had AOL, we had all that stuff. It wasn't so instantaneous like it is now.
I guess you've seen a bigger jump than I have. Like, from when I started getting into things, my jumps started going from about that big, and they got smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller until you get this situation now where, like, iPhone and Samsung release a phone with a 10 megapixel better camera on it, and that increment is like, we're getting smaller and smaller and smaller. But you had those big jumps. You, like, one thing that I wish I got to see, like Star Wars, Jurassic Park, when they came out. I wish I got that whimsy, that joy out of those things.
The first time we saw Jurassic Park, in that first shot of that brontosaurus walking down the field, nobody had ever seen computer graphics like that. We were just, our jaws dropped. You know, it was incredible, because for the time, it was so lifelike, you know.
It's been so long since I've had that, like, the closest experience that I ever had to that kind of, like, wow factor, just from kind of creativity and steps in technology, was, and it was only really between, and Final Fantasy again, but between Final Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy 12. The step ups in graphics between those were like, and it was really weird. Me and my dad got really into, like, the water. That's how you could tell good graphics.
So funny you say that. Yeah. Whenever I used to take my daughter Heather to movies when she was little, and I got her into CGI too, you know, but we'd always say, look at the water, or look at the hair textures, you know, incredible.
Water,
you know, because you're moving so much data, right, to make water appear right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of ones and zeros you're crashing there, you know.
One thing that I learned was, which is why me and my dad got so much into it, is back then, at least, there was, if you ever looked at, like, Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9 credits, it goes down, it's like animators, character animators, and then it was like water animators, and it was a massive list of people. It was an insane list of people that always generated. And, like, if you went deeper into it, like, you could go online and see who did what, and you'd find out, like, a team of 10 did a pond.
Oh yeah.
Like 40 people did a river. It's like, wow.
Another movie like that for me was when I took my boy Jacob to go see the Transformers, the first Transformers. the way that they were superimposing CG on top of real world settings and like having them interact, like that one fight with Optimus, I think it was Optimus and Megatron, you're like going like down a freeway and like under bridges and things, and they're busting concrete. Like the way the CG is interacting with the real background was incredible. We'd never seen that before. Or then there's always Avatar too. Avatar was mind blowing.
Oh, Avatar was, but I would, what I'd say about Avatar, it was very crispy, clean graphics, and the mix. The best bit about Avatar, like they did all these amazing scenes, but for me, it was nothing that was massively out of sight of what games were doing at the time. It was a bit new for movie animation, but it's nothing. But the biggest thing was just that scene when Jake, I think, is the main guy, isn't it?
Yeah, Jake
when he first gets into the Avatar body and he runs through the thing, and you still got like humans walking around, and stuff like. Now that was incredibly impressive, because like he'd be running out the building, and like there'd be humans walking across, and they had to stand back and stuff.
Yeah,
the way it was done, that was incredible.
I mean,
I know a lot of people. Oh, sorry, carry on.
No, it's fine. I was going to say, we always talk about this in video game terms, you and I, because the different systems we've seen, the different consoles we've seen. You know, I started out with cartridges, right? But the biggest thing I think for me, one of them was when Nintendo 64 came out, and it was in 3D, and you were walking into the screen. There was depth. We had never seen that before. That was groundbreaking. You know, so there's just so much, just in terms of video game technology, the leaps that have been made in a short amount of time, to me, just blows my mind. You know,
whereas for me, again, like, don't get me wrong, my first console was a Mega Drive, so 100% 2D.
You're a Genesis guy,
and then just a standard 16-bit original. See,
the Master System.
Yeah, so. Well, no, we had a Mega Drive. The UK was slightly different. So we had a 16-bit and a 32-bit Mega Drive. No Genesis. None of this.
Okay. Yeah, so the Japanese.
But we did have the original Master System as well. So it was the Master System, then the 16-bit Mega Drive, and then the 32-bit Mega Drive that had the red rim.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because one of the biggest moves for me back then, one of the biggest jumps was ColecoVision, because that went to 32-bit. And that was, they actually had almost like an arcade perfect Donkey Kong, which for a home console at the time was amazing, you know. So anyway, we've already gone off on a tangent or two, haven't we?
It sometimes happens. It happens so often that we made a jingle for it. We made multiple jingles. Well, no. Let's be honest. Craig made jingles for it.
Doesn't matter who does what. You know, also technology. I mean, this is a whole conversation now, man. Musically too, right? I mean, I started out with guitar amplifiers, correct? You did as well. Everything I do now is in a pedal, this size, by this size. Everything is modeled. Everything is virtual. You know, I mean, it's just crazy. You know, but I get the same sound out of it. You know,
this may surprise you, but originally, I was so dead against things like the Line 6 pod. And like I like a good, solid, analogy synthy pedal.
Right.
I didn't like this digitalization of and weirdly, I'd use digital effects all the day long in Logic Pro and things like that.
Yep.
Once it was into a digital system, I'd fuck about with that all day long. But as a pedal, as a guitar pedal going into an amp, a Line 6 pod pissed me off. It just aggravated me. It was one of the things that I hated.
I think I was one of the first guys around here in my sphere of people to use modeling, because I started out with the pod, the one they call the kidney bean, the red thing, kind of curvy looking. Yeah. I had that mounted into a rack mount behind me, and that ran into a power amp, and that fed my on-stage speakers. That's how I started out, you know, because the thing with the pod, you just turn a knob and you got a whole different set of, you know, tones.
How did you use that on stage?
Yes, I sure did. I was one of the first guys I know to do that.
How did you deal with, because I know a lot of people that use the 6 pod, but found the fact that the only way they could deal with using it as a pedal on stage was you had to queue up all of your effects in the order that you were going to have them.
and then step through them.
Yeah, is that the only
You know,
like? Is that what you had to do?
that's what I did. Yeah, that's what I did. I told you this story before that my sound guy at the time, Chuck, he was the guy who told me, why do you have guitar amplifiers behind you? Because your ears are not on the back of your knees. Your ears are on the top of your head. He was the guy that came up with the groundbreaking idea. We put guitar speakers in monitor wedges and put them at the front of the stage and pointing them back up at me. So I was getting, my guitar sound came from down and up towards my head, not behind my ass going out at the crowd, which was beautiful, because that way I could play as loud as I wanted to and nobody else in the band got bothered because it was right in front of me blasting up at me, you know. So
I'll tell you what, one of the best audio setups I have ever heard in my life is where obviously every band member with a wedge or in-ear, but I prefer a wedge. Wedge is better.
Same here.
But what they'd done is you had your stage, you know, your typical stage gap for your photographer's barrier setup.
Right.
And then they put the speakers in the gap under the stage, but in front of the barriers. So what the crowd were listening to was just pure sound from PA.
Sure.
They had an underrun that went along the barriers, and then they had your stacks, and then a couple of down places from the rafters, just to bounce your sound back down. And then nothing on stage. The amps were even front stage to the sides, and then everyone else were wedged.
Yeah, that's great
for your monitors, and it was one of the best fucking sound experience. Hare and Hounds, I think that was in Birmingham.
And the nice thing too is that's so nice for the front of house guy too. He's not dealing with so much bleed. Coming off the back line.
I think to a point, the reason why the sound was so good was because he had pure sound, not just the audience.
Yeah.
He had it as well. He could manage it better. He was wonderful, absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, that was one of the nice things about the Express band. We had a very quiet on-stage volume because we're like, let the PA do the work. Why should we have to, crank it out into the crowd? That doesn't make any sense. You got front of house for that. We mic'd up everything, back then. So anyway.
I always thought, unless you're doing like obviously certain music whilst you're playing it, you need to hear it loud so you can kind of put in the energy, headbang metal.
Oh, sure.
But I would say, like, realistically, the nicest way to play and the way most musicians enjoy is jamming, chilling out, sitting in your room, blah, blah, blah. Like, your sound shouldn't be blasting you in the face.
Exactly. It
should never be
distracting. Yeah. For sure.
And the louder it is, the messier the mix, and the harder it is to follow your compatriots, as it were.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I mean, I think even when I record here in the studio, my volumes are never that hot. They're really not. I mean, I run my little Iris 3.5-inch studio monitors. I don't crank them because I want to hear clarity. I want to hear definition. I think once you crank it up, it turns into kind of like this big mush, and it's just no definition to it. So I always run quiet down here.
I always say when you're finalizing a mix, you should have your speakers turned as low as you can hear them.
Mm-hmm.
You should never be straining to hear. You shouldn't be sitting there going like this. What's going on? But it should be as low as you can to hear every element that's there, and then mix like that. I promise you, anyone that heeds my advice, you will get the best mix that you've ever done. Next time you go into the studio, turn everything right down to minimal and sit there with your headphones on like this and go, can I hear everything? And mix from there. And you will do the best mix you have ever done. If you've never done that before, you will do the best mix you have ever done. Quiet is underrated.
I totally agree with that, because it's all about, you want to have definition of each track and instrument, especially if you're doing something really subtle. You can't just blast at the 10 all the time. You want to really pick those things out.
Go even take that with your favorite, even the big bands, your heavy sounding bands, or dubstep, even if you want to go in the electric area. All those things that are very loud, very heavy, very beatsy. Go listen to that turned right down, and I bet you, if it's by a decent mainstream producer or metal band, you will hear everything.
Oh, yeah.
You'll turn it right down. You'll hear every little ding, ride ding. You'll hear every little scratch on the guitar, and it will be fucking wonderful. And then take that to your own mixes, and I promise you, I promise you, mixing at 1 decibel. That's the way forward. Turn
1
it
dB.
right down.
And you know where I feel so bad for those guys? Then they go out and they play a festival or something, and all that nuance is lost. It's just this big, this big mush, But then again, that's the difference between live sound and studio sound. I mean, they should be different, I suppose. So we should play a song. We haven't.
We definitely should. No,
we've been talking for a while.
We have been. We already told our listeners that, or viewers, whatever, fans, whatever, this was going to be an interesting show I can't even speak, due to the states of both of us.
Yeah.
I
think we're doing rather well.
I actually have the next track.
You do? Oh, good.
No, I'm asking myself.
Oh, you're asking. By the way, do I have the next track? Well, let's see.
Might do. I am not as prepared as I usually am for this show.
That's okay.
And I've got the hiccups, which is not helping.
Oh, your hiccups can be horrible, man.
I get the worst hiccups ever.
I know you do. You better call PLC. She should bring you down some water.
I just need to hold my breath for a second. Right, here we go. Yeah, I've got it. What's the next track, Craig?
This next track, kids, is As the Rivers Flow by Meinke.
There we go.
I would say, not to toot my own horn, but I got a pretty good eclectic mix of tracks this week.
Good selection. I mean,
thank you. I know you sent me that. Thank you.
Yeah,
it was funny. I started off with the new stuff, and I just kind of scrolled back a little bit, and I wound up in 2022. I go, oh, okay. There's some good music here back in 2022. Nothing ever happens when you're holding on so tight that your soul turns blue. So loosen my grip, let the cold run free out of the old, in with the new. Was that cat sound in the song or behind?
No, that's an actual cat. That's a live cat.
A live cat, live kitty. So have you ever had times when you've done a gig and been sicker than a dog? I can talk about a time.
Oh, yeah.
I had like 102 fever. And I think we played a New Year's Eve show at the local bar. I remember I was so sick, I had to prop myself up against the wall behind my amplifier to hold me up so I didn't fall over. I made the gig, though.
I have a good story.
It's like, damn, man.
I was, I've been with this band they called themselves Guernica. And it was meant to be based off, Guernica, the painting of all the horrors.
Sure, yeah.
They wanted to be called that, but they just changed the name. They changed a U for a W at the start, Guernica, so we could be found on the internet. And I hated the name anyway. But I had no say in this because the lead guitarist and the rhythm guitarist, made a website overnight, and they were like, right, we're calling ourselves this now. Okay, same.
Okay.
I had like the world. I'd gone out. I think it was my mom's birthday or something. I can't remember. It's someone's birthday, and we'd gone out, and I'd got the worst food poisoning in my life.
Oh, great.
And like this before anyone goes, you were just wasted. I think I was about 13, 14 years old at the time. I wasn't just wasted. I wasn't even drinking at that point in my life. So got food poisoning, and I turned around and went, guys, I should not play this gig. I'm going to vomit on stage. And they went, well, you either turn up and play the gig or you're out of the band. And I was like, oh, man, that's right. So I turned up and played the gig.
Pretty cold, man.
Did turn up and played the gig. And I played an absolute blind, like, I'm not lying, but like, I was just like, if I'm going to throw up on stage, so let's just go all out. And I played, it was only a 30-minute set, played a blinder, one of those things where you've done well because you come off stage and everyone flocks to you, not anyone else. And I was just a humble bass player. That doesn't normally happen unless you pull a blinder. So they've all come up to me and like, blah, 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 blah. And I ended up like selling a couple of CDs and one of our T-shirts or something.
Right.
and we didn't have many of those, by the way. And everyone came, all the band, the three other members of the band came up to me after the show and were like, "Okay, fair play to you, you did well." And I just went, "I quit," and I walked out.
I quit.
Yeah, I just went, "Fuck it." Here we go. As the rivers flow from Meinke here on XRP Radio, that is the genius behind a lot of the Buffalo Huddleston stuff, if you did not know.
I did not know.
Did you really?
I did not know.
Oh, shit. So Mike Meinke is Buffalo Huddleston. He's the guitarist that you see in the videos that sings.
I had no clue.
Oh, really?
No, I'm not as XRP savvy as I may seem, you know.
Yeah, he's also Mike's Magic Trip and Buffalo Huddleston, Buff Hud, the Buffalo Huddleston Trio, the Buffalo Huddleston, and something else that is not coming to my mind at the moment.
Gotcha. Okay.
But there you go. Yeah, he does all that stuff.
All right. So where were we? We were talking about the evolution of video game systems, the evolution of sound. What else?
We've been on a hell of a deep tangent today, to be fair.
I know we really have. I mean, we kind of got off a subject of our, can you function when you're ill or when you're sick or when you're hurt? And
yeah. Let's go back to that for now.
You know, I was saying to Tizz on the break there, I said, it sucks because I've got a few songs that I really want to work on, but when you hurt, right, it's kind of hard to get back to work and go, well, I really need to finish this guitar thing or something. But on the other hand, I think it's a good diversion to take your mind off of your condition,
It's a hard one. See, I found this especially with neck and back pain. I'll be like, right, and I'll have there are times where I may have inhaled illicit substances in my past, and I've sat down and cranked that and be like, okay, I'm finally comfortable, my neck's okay, I want to play some bass, and I'll get the bass out and I'll start off little smooth jazz licks, boom. Oh yeah, I'm feeling the music well, but yeah, this is good. But what have I done?
Yeah, there you go.
That's what gets you when the minute you get into it. From my experience, you're stuffed.
The part for me that's so ironic, man, is that I had to quit. One of the reasons I quit playing live is that holding a guitar standing up hurt my back. Okay, now I have the thing where I can't sit down. So I'm fucked either way. It's kind of, luckily I do have some lighter guitars in the studio that don't put as much strain. Like my Parker is about 5 pounds, I think. So it's not as bad. Like those Stratocasters, some of them are pretty heavy.
One thing, but I've got a shout out to a couple of bands here now, though. Bands that are doing good stuff that have transcended the problem with any physical issues. So there's 2 bands out there. Grave Huffer, as we all know, bass player, sits down when he's playing.
Yeah, Mike. Yep.
Mike always sits down when he's playing. Fair play to him. Heli Segresio, lead singer, always on the floor. She didn't even sit down. She just kind of rolls around the floor. It's brilliant.
That is cool.
And I think it's because of I might be wrong here. Sorry, Heli Segresio, if I fuck this up, but it's due to some kind of fatigue syndrome. So she finds it much easier to be on the floor, but she still puts in a performance. Go watch some Heli Segresio videos. She may be on the floor, but she's still putting in the performance. But yeah, a big shout out to those bands that are like, look, we play good music and that, and we want to play on stage. That physical issues shouldn't be an issue here.
I totally agree with that.
Look at Bob Dylan can sit down on a chair. Fuck it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like at what, 83 or hell he is, Def Leppard's drummer. Whose name escapes me at the moment.
Option. Yeah.
It really is, but it's true. I mean, he's still kicking ass, doing it. I mean, if you're a musician, you're gonna find some way to still do what you need to do, I think, and get around your physical limitations.
It's important to allow that to happen, though. There shouldn't be any. I think in any form of creativity, there shouldn't be any restrictions on why you should play. I would love to see a lot more wheelchairs on stage, for instance.
Oh, I agree with that.
that
Yeah.
there's not enough of that, and there are some very, especially looking on Facebook Reels, YouTube, and whatever. I saw a guy the other day. I'm pretty sure he had no arms or legs, and he was making music with his tongue. Just like,
That's actually that's really cool. Actually,
so fucking cool, so
Yeah.
fucking cool. Rated
Yeah.
that massively. That was like everyone's got creativity in them, and you know what? Don't get me wrong. And he played it up a little bit. Looks a little bit funny. It's a little bit funny, but
Yeah.
you know what? What he created at the end of it, decent music.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, you're absolutely correct. I mean, what you just said about people having, everybody has something creative. I mean, I don't care. You give me this. I can't sing. I can't play guitar. I can't. Maybe you can tell a really good story. Maybe you have something else you know how to do. I creative bone in them. You know, I really think I believe that. You know, which is cool.
This was a because I've spoken to quite a few people. Like, I'm weirdly in a group locally. The people that I speak to on a regular basis aren't very creative people. They aren't that way. And I'll be like, so what do you do with yourself? You know, what are you up to? And you're like, well, I wake up and I go to work and I go to the gym and I sit down and I watch YouTube for the evening and then I go to bed, and then on the weekends I'll go out and get smashed, and that's it. And I'm like, really?
Yep.
Like, what? But what do you do? I find it's so alien to me. And it probably shouldn't be for someone to have something that they don't do. Like, oh, I paint, or I do something. I make graphics. I code websites. I find it weird when someone doesn't have something that they do.
I totally get that. That's what I call normal people with the exclamation of the quotation mark. Normal people who aren't musicians and aren't creative. I can't put myself in their heads. I'm like, then what do you do?
I'm obviously not regularly surrounded by normal people then, because
I'm not.
This is quite a recent surprise for me. I'm like, what do you do? And he's like, what do you mean? What do I do? I'm like, what? How is that a question? What do you mean? What do you do? And he's like, well, you know what I do? I work with you. And I'm like, yeah, but what else do you do? And he goes, go home and go to bed. I'm like, yeah, but what do you do?
Right.
What do you do? I watch YouTube and play games. Yeah, cool. But like, what else do you do? And he's like, I go to the pub sometimes. And I can't comprehend it. I can't. It's something that is really. I don't know whether I've just surrounded myself by either the right or the wrong people for the past 20 years or so. But yeah, I find it very. It's like, how many normal? Could you say normal people? So that makes me think you must know more people that are like that than that are like.
I really don't.
So they're not normal. We're the normal ones. They're weird.
I mean, look, the thing about this way, all my friends are musicians, you know, or Connie and her quilting friends. Well, that's an art.
Yeah.
So I understand quilting. That's great, you know, and I don't think I know many people that just don't do anything like that. You know, everybody I know has something.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know. I always think I like to walk around mentally with my friends and go like, oh, it's Craig, and you're Craig the guitarist.
Mm-hmm.
You know, oh, it's Catherine. Oh, Catherine the crafter. She's very good at crafts. She does all the craft. You know,
right.
Like I always attach something to someone, and now I've got these couple of people that I know at work, and I'm like, but you like, I'm gonna make up a name here, but you're just Jim. Jim the what? You just playing Jim.
Just playing Jim.
And I don't want to know too many people that I have to turn around to, like, because I describe people to my friends. So like if Kat was like, oh, so who's this new person at work? I don't like the fact that, well, he's just Jim.
He's Jim.
What does Jim do? And he's like, nothing. Jim just exists. Jim.
He sells milk.
He sells milk. Yeah, but that's what I mean. She'll be like, so do you? So what else does he do? Like, watch his YouTube? I don't know. I think it's good to be known as something.
I agree with that. I mean, do you think people? I mean, this is gonna get really deep and weird now, but do you think people need to label themselves as something? I mean, do you think of yourself as Tizz the musician?
I would never introduce myself like that. Mm-hmm. I guess, but It's not even the label of it. It's just being able to turn around to someone and go, "What do you do?"
Yeah.
And it be some like when someone goes, "Well, nothing." I don't like. I'm like, well.
Well, fancy that then.
You know, someone turns around to me and goes, "Oh, like even at the basics, like, oh, I'm really good at making spreadsheets." I'll be like, "Oh, what kind of spreadsheets do you make? How can we work it?" You know what I mean? I don't know whether that's something that's inside me, but instantly, as soon as someone says anything like, "Oh, what do you do?" "Oh, well, I'm a cook." "Oh, what kind of food do you cook?" "Oh, what do you have a restaurant? Can we come round? You know, could you have any tips for me?" Instantly, you've got when someone goes, "What do you do?" and you go, "Oh, I watch YouTube." I'm like,
yeah, it's funny. You just don't know. I mean, the first time I told you the story about when I had my friend Mark, who I've hung out with for years. Like we'd watch movies together, maybe play the occasional game together. And the one day you said, "Hey, can I come down and check out your studio?" And that was the start of the whole Dirty Dan thing. And he's on Cluckzilla with me. And, he gave me directions creatively because I didn't know. I mean, he's a super smart guy, but I didn't understand how creative he was till I got together with him in the studio and he started bouncing ideas off of me. Sometimes you just don't know until you really talk to a person. So
no,
yeah, it's interesting. Yep. All right.
Well,
where are we?
We're almost at the top of the hour. Should we have one more tune?
I think we should do that. Do you know what it is you're looking for? Or I should be telling you what you're looking for.
I'm already. I've got it.
I'm ready. This next track is called "Tell Me Lies" by The Goods Gone.
Yes, it fucking is. After being so definite, I was like, I hope I've read the right one.
Well, anyway, now I was talking to you about that. Connie and I were talking about going to Dollywood next week and taking a vacation. Obviously, now I cannot sit in the car for 2 days of 8-hour driving. So I will be here every Wednesday now until I die. So not a problem.
Don't say that.
I'm not going anywhere.
Might get better.
Oh, I'll be here. Well, it's got to get better. Otherwise, if not, I'll have to have surgery. So I don't want to have surgery.
So yeah, there you go. So you might be going somewhere eventually. Not every Wednesday. Not every Wednesday till you die.
Oh yeah. Well, you never know. You might get hit by a bus when you're walking across the street to sell milk. Who knows? I don't know.
I'll be honest with you. I hope you're not here every Wednesday till you die, because occasionally it gives me an excuse to not do the show.
Well, how much of a commitment is this exactly? I don't recall having to write down in the contract how many times I was going to be guaranteed to show up. In fact, there never was a contract.
No, it's never that. Just sometimes you'll turn around and go, "Oh, by the way, we go in here for a week."
Yeah.
And I'll be like, "Cool."
Well, anytime you want to have a week off, man, let me know. I mean, that's not a problem. I'm like what am I doing? I'm not that busy.
My main issue is I like to be consistent, and most of the time I need a day off. It's on the day. Like I'll get home and I'll be like, "Oh," like today, cramming in all the food, trying to get everything set up on time, blah blah blah.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I think you had a couple times, like the day of the show, you called me and said, "Can't do it." Yeah. Either you were sick, or there was Miles' birthday, which is fine. It doesn't bother me a bit, but yeah, you've done that.
With things like Miles' birthday, it'll be more in advance now because we're set.
Yeah. Well, right.
Tell Me Lies, The Goods Gone here on XRP Radio. We're halfway through the show.
I know.
You sound upset.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, my wife has entered the studio. Woo! Looks like I'm out of my mind.
You said that almost in the way that, like, and now, ladies and gentlemen, it's Mr. Conway Twitty.
No, she's not like Conway Twitty.
I don't think she's like. Don't put words in my mouth. I don't want that to come out as an insult. I'm not calling your wife. I'm saying you said it.
Than Conway. Hello, darling. Nice to see you. No, you don't like country anyway, Tiz. What do you care about Conway Twitty?
Mainly because, I presume well, I don't know if you're aware of, but he is a repeated feature in Family Guy.
No, because I haven't watched Family Guy in a long time, but I'm not
Yeah,
surprised.
so
Hello, darling.
every so many offers
Every so offers?
episodes.
No, see, she's on the other side of the basement looking through her piles of, like, with my finger, her piles of fabrics that she keeps track. See,
And
down here,
we need to advise Craig to finish his sentences, because the first sentence that you said was Connie's down here looking through her piles.
That sounds horrible, doesn't it?
It does sound really.
Yeah, there is piles of fabric. Because the way the studio is, when you see this camera shot, it's all these guitars and stuff. It looks really cool. But if I pan the camera back that way, it's neatly organized, though, she says. There's piles. Well, there's containers. I shouldn't say piles. That sounds horrible. There's containers of fabric. They're all sorted and very well organized. Hi, honey.
Neatly.
Huh?
Organized.
She comes to hit me with them. Yes. Thank you. It was nice of you to come over and beat me. My back is killing me because you smack me in the shoulder with your neatly organized container.
We need more fights on XRP.
Let me see. I'll show it on TV. Here, give me some fabric.
On TV. I love you for saying that. I love you so much.
This is some of the Halloween fabric she has bought. Look at the little witch hats.
It's spooky.
Isn't that cool? And look at the creepy eyes. Here. Hang on, guys. Creepy eyes.
Oh, spooky eyes.
Cool, huh? We're talking about people being creative, Connie. See? And she just bought more. Yeah, she's very creative.
Is this going to start becoming like a QVC channel of Connie's?
I'll ask her.
Do you want to buy this?
Are we going to start being like QVC now, where you start selling fabric on our show? She could. She just did the famous one where she already bought more fabric of the fabric she already has. You know how, like, when you buy a video game at the used store thinking you don't have it, and you get home and you already have 2 copies of it? She's doing that with the fabric now.
I am 90% sure that we could run a QVC style fabric selling store for at least 2 years.
Between her and Kat? Yeah.
For at least 2 years, and we'd still have leftover product.
Funny. Yeah, she's just showing me she does have 2 of the same thing. She just bought more of it. Well, good job, honey. Now you have extra to go around. That's good.
But can she make me a cape?
I'll ask her. Can you make Tizz a cape?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sweet.
She did. Actually, back in the day, she made me an entire Elvis Presley costume that I wore on stage. Oh, she did me a Star Wars cape too, kind of like the Sith.
Oh,
it was cool.
Yep. She's gonna get commissioned.
We got to talk about Halloween, man. Are we dressing up for Halloween?
Is that show on Halloween?
No, I have no idea when our show is that week, what day that is or date that is. But Halloween's on a Friday, Connie says.
Well, that's not Wednesday, is it?
No, it's not Wednesday.
What are we going to be?
Well, I thought I was going to go as you and you were going to go as me, but that's too weird.
No, is that weird? Oh, no, I think we could do that.
Maybe I'll come as Mish.
No, I think I could get you. I need to get you a cap. You've got the glasses. It wouldn't. Yeah. You know what's horrible? It wouldn't actually be that difficult for us to dress up as each other.
All you gotta do is just like dye your hair this kind of gray silverish thing, and it shouldn't be that tough.
The worst thing is I've already got the hair back there.
Yeah, you do. I get this thing in the front now, kind of receding. Yep. I don't know. Maybe you could go as you can come as ALC, and I'll come as Connie.
You know what's actually creepy? As you are the older in this relationship, not to put a fine point in it, but it's actually you that would have to put more work in to look like me, because you'd have to grow. I don't need to grow. I just have to shave it off.
Yeah.
And I think I'll be not wear a hat, and I think I'm basically there. I've already got the t-shirt.
How about I'll be Batman? You can be Robin.
Oh, but do I want to be known as the boy? The problem with that,
Boy Wonder. I wonder about that boy.
I definitely want to do something, but also I know that the day after at work will be a nightmare for me, whatever I wear. If I dress up as the Boy Wonder, I will be the Boy Wonder till Christmas.
We should both be Mish. We'll both get the baklavas and the sunglasses. We'll
The
do the whole
baklavas?
show.
That-
Baklava
that's a Turkish sweet.
or balaclava, whatever the hell they
There
call
we go,
that. Damn.
balaclava.
Okay,
Ski
over
mask.
here in the
You-
U.S.,
you
we
say
get the
ski
ski mask. It's a ski mask
say
here. I don't know
ski
what you guys call it. Yeah, we'll both wear those, and we'll sew the mouths really shut so we sound like, that'll be great. We'll do
It'll
2
be-
hours of that.
The world's
You know.
most and least listened to radio show.
I still think he hasn't heard the song I did that's supposed to sound like him, minus the dick jokes, because he hasn't reached out to me and said he's heard it yet. So I feel kind of bad about that.
Oh, we'll put more of a point on it. Mish is a traitor anyway. He's been listening to other radio stations, so we don't trust
I
him.
know he's never on XRP anymore. I see him online. He's courting all these other radio stations now, and he's being interviewed here and there and all this.
Absolutely.
He's bigger than we are apparently, so he doesn't want to waste his time with a substandard radio station like us apparently. So
Yeah.
yeah,
We're
that's
made
fine.
him fucking big.
We don't need him.
Sorry, that was venomous.
Who needs that guy anyway? I can write synthesizer songs just as well. I just want to have dick jokes in mine. That's
I
all.
went to the toilet earlier and made a better synthesizer song than Mish.
Did you record it?
No, sorry.
Damn. Oh well.
Hey, we
Such
all
is
know I
life.
hate my own music. I don't. Even if I did record it, it's been deleted since I got down the stairs.
You got to write an album called "I Hate My Own Music."
It's on the cards. The problem is I've got to have music that I want to put on the album, and I don't like it.
But you hate it, so it's a catch-22. You never release anything because you hate what you do anyway.
I know.
Right?
It's what it is, isn't it?
Have I ever told you the album title idea that I had years ago called "I've Suffered from My Music, Now It's Your Turn"? I love that title. Someday I'm going to release
That's
an album.
great.
Like that.
That is fantastic. That is fantastic.
Yeah. Now it's your turn. Damn
You're
it.
going to suffer for my
Hey
music.
man, we're like an hour and 10 minutes in. The back is doing all right. Oh, my leg keeps falling asleep, but that's okay. I'll keep kind of kicking it.
No, 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
And we've only got 4 pieces of music to play.
Yeah, we do.
We're,
I mean,
we're like on schedule.
we are. I never talked about. I was going to talk about some current event stuff, and I had some show and tell if you wanted me to. And
Well, should we? We'll do a track,
okay,
and then we'll do. I've got some. I do have some stuff for Geek Time,
okay.
but we'll do a track, and then we'll do current stuff and show and tell. Because I have nothing for show and tell. I'm sorry.
I know you don't, but I have 2 things. I could say one is yours. No, this is not what I want to hear. Now, if you look in the chat, go ahead.
Oh, it's falling asleep to us. Yeah. But goodbye, Kind Machine. It's been a pleasure to have you for it.
Yeah. I mean, does that mean did we put you to sleep, man?
It's
I hope
easily
not. I mean, I'm surprised we're awake.
And we'll tell you what. We'll play you a track and see if we can wake you up.
There we go. Ready?
I'm ready.
Right on. This is Barbie Goes to Hell by Zeebrax. Now, how could this stimulating conversation put anybody to sleep?
I think it's been quite an energetic conversation.
I think it's been a great show. I've enjoyed myself today. The only bummer is I'm hungry. All I had so far today was a bowl of Captain Crunch, but that's okay. Dinner is coming. It's grilled cheese tonight, man.
Miles loves the grilled cheese.
Oh, it's good stuff. Yeah, because actually my 2 things of show and tell are geeky things, so it kind of ties into you want to talk about geeky stuff.
I've got a couple of geeky things.
Yeah. No, I have to talk about real world music today. A little bit.
Real world music.
Yeah, not the indies. We're talking the big boys.
Not the indies.
Not the Hindies. I can give you a bit of a clue. Are you familiar with the band Rush?
No, I have no idea who Rush is at all.
I've never heard of them out where I live by the kilts and the cows and the island.
Yes, I
We don't know what that is in Scotland.
No, it's called. No, right at the moment, with the way my mind is, if you asked me to name one song by them, I wouldn't be able to. But if you told me, I'd be like, oh yeah, cool.
You would probably say Tom Sawyer.
Okay, yeah, I wouldn't have, but now
That's
I
what
would
you
have.
would probably say. Yeah, there is gigantically huge Rush news right now, and my social feed has been blowing up for 2 days. So,
I mean, just from that, I expect that I already know. I don't know Rush very well, but I'm pretty sure I could tell you what the news is already.
Okay, go for it.
Reunion tour.
Yep.
How did I know?
They said after their drummer, Neil Peart, who was probably like one of the best rock drummers in the universe forever and ever, after he passed away, they said, we'll never get back together again because can't replace him.
Oh, hold.
Okay, please hold.
Bobby Goes to Hell from Zeebrax here on XRP Radio. We have 50 minutes left of the show. We have 3 more tracks to play and a whole lot more talk to do. And Craig, if you weren't in the green room, has just been talking about, well, Rush.
Rush. I talk about Rush. You guys know Rush, Geddy and Alex, the guys that are left of the 3. Yesterday, they announced they are reuniting to go on a tour, and which is incredible. A lot of people have been totally gobsmacked by this because it's like, how are you going to go out when you have probably one of the best drummers on the planet playing with you, and you're going to go back out and play? Because they said that they get together and jam over at Geddy's studio, and they just have so much fun playing all those old Rush songs that they wish they'd go back out and do it live again. So they found this drummer named Anika Niles. Now, I've never heard of her until yesterday. Turns out she was playing live with Jeff Beck, of all people. She was Beck's drummer in his 2022 tour, and she's more like a jazz fusion monster drummer. I've been looking up all of her videos, and this woman is just unbelievable. So she is probably the right person to pick to take Neil Peart's throne, and they're talking about probably like another keyboard player as well, because the way the band works now, Geddy is stuck in one spot. He's playing bass pedals, keys all at the same time. He wants a chance on this tour to come out in front and play to the crowd. So they're talking about getting another keyboard player to cover that. The tour is super small. It's next year. I think it's only like 7 or 8 dates right now because they don't want to make a big, these guys are older. They're like 73, 74 now. So they don't want to go out there and kill themselves, But the whole Rush geek world is ablaze right now because they talked about they'd never go back out.
Are you going to try and get tickets?
No, because they're not coming. They're not. The closest they are to me is Chicago, and that's a 6-hour drive away. So they're not coming. They're not coming to Minneapolis. They're not coming to Minneapolis. So I'm not going to go. I've seen Rush. I've seen them twice, and they were incredible both times. So, but yeah, that's what I had for what I call real life rock and roll, not the indie stuff. The big boys.
IRL.
IRL, exactly. So I've got that. That's my real world thing to talk about. Plus, I also have some geek stuff. I have some show and tell. Unless you want to talk about your geek stuff first. What do we want to do?
I haven't got much real world stuff, to be fair, because I think the only real world band I would be interested in seeing would be the Chili Peppers at the moment.
And they still exist, correct? I mean, as far as I know.
They're still making music even.
Mm-hmm.
There are many jokes about what Antidokitis looks like at the moment.
I can imagine.
But yeah, no, they're still doing things. Another guitar. I think they did a few bits back with John Frusciante actually for a mini amount of time, and then I'm not sure about the whole situation there. But if they do come out and play it again, and it was in the UK, I'd probably go see them. But other than that,
you don't want to discuss the brand new Taylor Swift album then?
I didn't even know there was one.
Oh, it's a big deal. I've actually heard this is the first album that I guess some people actually don't care for, which blows my mind. I mean, her fans are loyal to the T, but some people are saying, not the best. But I don't know. That's not my world, so I'm not going to speak about that.
She's had a stable boyfriend for too long, it seems.
Well, people are saying they like her better when she's miserable.
Yeah.
Because she writes much better. Well, she's like Adele. You know, I mean, when she's not happy, she writes amazing shit. All of a sudden you're happy. It's like, well, I'm not suffering now, so why should I write anything?
No, I'm sorry. Mish is here, and we've already spoken about you, so you can fuck back off. Bye.
He can leave. Unless he wants to come on our Halloween show and be Mish. He can be Mish along with us being Mish. The three Mishes.
Me and Craig have decided we're dressing up as Mish for Halloween.
Yes, definitely.
Yep, like I always say, now? Is this final?
I think so. I mean, like I've always said, you judge a man by the size of his ski mask. Don't you think? You know,
I know 7 million% you said ski mask.
That's exactly what I said.
Heard penis.
I did not. We don't go blue in this show, folks. That's not how we're a family friendly. Mish, what the hell are you doing up this late? Okay, he has to go. Goodbye. Thank you for coming. How come you haven't not listened to my track that sounds just like your music, but I don't have dick jokes in my song?
We've already had a big conflab about this, actually, Mish. There's a track that Craig's made. It sounds like a track that you would have made. You haven't commented on it. Thus, you're actually a horrible person.
I thought by now you would have heard it someplace and said, hey, that sounds just like me, but there's no penis jokes in it.
You know, the worst thing, I played it whilst he was in a chat box, and I said...
Really?
Yeah, I did. And I said...
Did he react to it?
I don't know. He just disappeared.
Funny. Oh, funny. Ladybird buttons.
I'm good for
funny.
Ladybird. Should we play him the track?
Yeah, go ahead. What's it? Analog Man in Digital World?
Did you just ask me what your track is called?
You're supposed to know.
Why?
Because you're in charge of a multi-million-dollar corporation.
I wish.
Uh-huh.
Mish could make me be in charge of a multi-million-dollar corporation, but he refuses to pay me multi-millions of dollars.
Well, there is. They're going to pay you off in ski masks, apparently.
No,
go ahead, play that track for him. See what he thinks.
Right, here we go.
Cool.
Put it in your ears.
I should do a remix of this and put some dick jokes in it. Call it the Mish version.
The Mish version. He did actually promise me, wasted, that everything he earned he'd donate to XRP Radio. And I know he won, and he didn't donate a fucking cent. He didn't.
I was gonna say, what happened with that?
Because he posted, "Oh, I wouldn't." He was only like a couple of quid or something, you know, nothing.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But we never saw a cent.
See? No, man, it's better. I can actually play synthesizer. Ooh!
I don't think he's watching at the moment. That's fucking brilliant. I'm calling you out on that. I'm sorry, you said it. You're getting a deal. You're gonna have to deal with it.
Anybody can put some shit into a DAW and hit play, dude. I'm playing this stuff.
Look, one thing I will say, Mish, everything you hear from him is him going, even the drums.
Ding, 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 ding.
He does everything with his fingers. And I mean
everything? Well, thank God. Now guest 91 is here. I've been waiting for 91 to show up.
Oh, yeah.
I got a better British accent on my track.
Oh, it's Wrecker.
Now Wrecker's here too? Oh, that's Wrecker 91. Wrecker 91. Why are these people up so late?
Welcome to Britain.
I guess.
Well, Wrecker's also in Scotland, so I presume he has a job that finishes stupidly late as well.
That could be.
No,
We had a
he
late dinner.
He teaches people how to bike, doesn't he?
He do.
So the best time to teach people how to bike is when the roads are absolutely empty, i.e. late
Like
at
in
night.
the dark.
That was mishappenings with Analog Man in the
Yep, that was him.
It wasn't
You
really.
bet.
It was Craig Allen Hecht, believe it or not.
Yes, I'm gonna make a new version of inserting dick jokes into it, and I'll call it the Mishmix.
Mishmix. I'm an
Mishmix.
analog man in a willy world. I'm an analog
Exactly.
man. Penises. I'm an analog man. And a big boobies. I'm an analog.
Oh, Mish, do not squirt on my synthesizers. It's not good for them, sir. Hey,
That's
where am I?
Wow.
Wrecker wants to know how things are. My back hurts because I'm old.
Yeah,
Damn it.
we're two people that shouldn't even be doing a show right at the moment. I'm exhausted. I got back from work an hour and 20 minutes ago or so.
Yep.
And Craig's back is shot, and he shouldn't even be sitting there in that chair.
Why not?
Because your back hurts, mate.
Oh, that too.
All right, yeah, cool.
All right.
All right.
Well, all right. What's that? All right. Matthew McConaughey, ladies and gentlemen.
You know the worst thing? I always feel bad because Wrecker joins in, and like just before that break, before Wrecker joined in, we were like, we're going to talk about games and geek out for the rest of the day. And
I know.
every time I just see the words Wrecker, the word, I see REKKR, and what I actually read is, I don't play games. I can't get away from that.
But our last show, he did talk about he played some shit when he was a kid. I should be lying down. Can I tell you something, man? That's when it feels the best. Then nothing hurts. But sitting up is my right leg goes to sleep on me, and back pain in my ass, and it's great.
Basic back pain in your ass.
Yeah,
That's
funny how that works.
That's impressive.
Yes, or ass pain in my back. How are you?
I also want to put this out to everyone out there that I did actually turn around to Craig and say, look, your back hurts. You don't have to do the show. I'll still do the show. If I don't do the show, Wrecker will be pissed off, even though he doesn't like games, because when we didn't do the show last week because Craig was off and I was late back from work, Wrecker was like, well, I turned up to the show and no one was fucking there, so what's the fucking point? So I turned around to him on Saturday and was like, I will definitely be here on Wednesday. And that is literally the only fucking reason I'm here, to be honest, because of Wrecker. If Wrecker hadn't have said that on Saturday, I'd have turned around to you, Craig, and gone, you're bad, your back's bad. I'm going to be late back from work. Let's just call it.
Nope. Because I figured it this way. I figured that we probably disappointed our 3 or 4 fans last week when we weren't here. So I said, damn it, I don't care if I got to crawl down the stairs to get to the studio. There's going to be a Craig and Tizz show today. So, because for you people that are up this damn late at night and you're listening to us blabber away about nothing, you deserve a show. So there you go. We're happy to be here.
And we're still the biggest 100% unsigned and independent radio station on the planet, goddammit.
And we're probably the best talk show on air right at this second on this channel.
Right now.
Right.
We actually, I've just got the stats in, and we definitely are.
Can you tell us if you're listening to us, and is Bangladesh on the air for us?
Do you want me to look at the map?
Yeah, please.
We're doing this. Let's have a look at the map. Oh, I've got to log into the map. Then we go listeners world map. We have currently listeners. Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, what?
We've got listeners. Let's go for the obvious first. So we've got some in Quebec. Minneapolis, which is probably you.
Probably me.
Close to Wichita, Kansas-ish.
Well, there's not a lot going on in Wichita, so I get it.
Montana, Idaho, Wyoming.
Wyoming.
Excuse me. Yep.
Yeehaw!
Indiana, Ohio, Philadelphia, Vancouver, North and South Carolina. Why have we got listeners in that? Go away, Alabama. Oh, Birmingham. That's why, Alabama.
It's Birmingham.
Canada's always a weird one on our map because of the way it's laid out in the squares. But there are some people in Canada. Now we go over to Europe. This is the weird stuff.
I like Europe. It's great.
So
Reykjavik, Iceland.
I'm up in Scotland. We've got some listeners in Sheffield, Liverpool. This is all in the UK, London. Who's that? That's probably Mish. Crawley. Are you in Crawley, Mish? I bet you are. And then we get slightly weird. So we've got Belgium. Close to Brussels. So quite a few in Brussels, in Belgium. I presume that's going to be a VPN, like a server base. And then Germany. We've got some listeners in Germany. And then we've got listeners in Moscow, Kazan, Novobrisk, Krasnoyarsk. We have an insane amount of people listening in from Russia at the moment, apparently. Hello to all the Russians. What the fuck are you doing here?
How about Japan?
Currently, not many listeners in the Orient.
Damn,
I'm afraid.
You guys should be loving us over there.
We usually do, but it's a little bit early for them.
Well, you got to look at the time shift, I suppose. I mean, God, you guys, you gave us Godzilla, man. Come on.
The time where we got the most listeners in the Orient was when I was listening. When I was doing shows rather very late at night, when I was doing the shows till like 2 a.m. That's when we got a lot of the Chinese, Japanese, dirty knees listeners.
Yeah, that makes sense. I did have Spotify tell me that I'm on a big roll right now in Reykjavik, Iceland, of all places. I'm like, okay, cool. That works. All right, where are we at? We have a half an hour left to go. Well, I'm not going to talk about games now if Wrecker and Mish don't like games. It's kind of stupid.
I want to talk about games, though. Wait,
really?
Yes.
What would Cakeface like?
Yes.
I heard that.
What can I do for you?
Yes.
What can I do for you?
Put the cat on TV.
Do you want the cat on TV?
Yeah. I put my wife on TV, for God's sake. There's she is.
On TV.
Hi, Cakeface.
The most annoying cat on the planet.
No, she's not.
She is.
Look at Cakeface. I thought she was Chicken Nugget.
Chicken Elizabeth McNugget.
Well, what name does this cat go by?
This cat has had more names than any other cat on the planet. So
what does the cat answer to?
Her official name is Battenberg.
Okay.
She's called Battenberg because there is a very British cake. If you look, her face is directly in quarters.
Yes.
You got a black bit. Yeah. So you got quarters of her face. Now, if you were to search online for a Battenberg cake, you would see that.
Okay.
A cake, it's basically a cake in quarters. You have a pink square and a yellow square and a pink square and a yellow square surrounded in marzipan or fondant.
Okay.
Anyone that's English here knows what a Battenberg is and knows what the fuck I'm on about. So that's where she got her name. Now, everyone that knew her refused to call her Battenberg. So she became known as Cake Face because it's a cake and a cake is a face.
Now I got it. Oh, good. That explains a lot.
Now, there was a time where ALC may have been a little bit more inebriated than she should have been.
She should have been.
And
I like that.
And Cake Face was out running and getting away from her and being annoying. And for some reason, ALC started being like, Cake Face, come here. Cake Face, Battenberg, Cake Face, come here. And then out of nowhere, it was like you know when your mom says your full name, like your mom goes, Craig,
When you're
Alan, Hecht.
when you're in trouble.
For some reason, and I still don't know why, ALC turned around and went, Chicken Elizabeth McNugget, get here now.
Did it work?
Yes.
Cool. Okay.
Oh dear.
See, Wrecker's talking about games now, so now I should be doing my game thing.
That's a good Grand Theft Auto, Rockstar Studios.
Yep.
Scottish.
Yep.
Scottish.
Yep. All Scots. All the Scots. Well, I got a couple things for show and tell, guys. Tiz didn't have time today for show and tell, so I'll do it for him. What was that?
It's not Scottish at all.
Oh, it's not Scottish at all.
Oh, Rockstar.
Right.
Rockstar are 100% an American company, founded by Sam Hauser and a load of people. Jamie King, big name from EA. Gary Foreman, believe it or not, came and established it as a subsidiary of Take-Two Entertainment. My gaming knowledge is ridiculous. I should be doing gaming shows, not fucking music shows. But,
Music, I know. You know, here's the thing. I never played GTA. I was a Saints Row guy. Saints Row is genius. I love those games.
Never played Saints Row. I played all of the original PS2 top-down 2D Grand Theft Auto. And I played up to San Andreas, and then that was it for me.
Yep, gotcha. All right. Anyway, you want to see what the games I'm talking about? I got a couple I'm playing.
What are you playing at the moment?
Yes.
Sonic Racing. Oh yeah, you keep now. Right. It has to be at least as good as Mario Kart.
People online are calling this game the Mario Kart killer.
Is it that good?
It's fucking amazing.
Okay.
The cool thing about this game is that as you're driving around the track, these portals open up to different universes, and the number one guy in the lead gets to drive into that portal, which takes everybody else into a totally different world. Some are like prehistoric, like Jurassic Park. Okay. Some are futuristic. All the tracks pay homage to different Sonic the Hedgehog levels.
Okay.
Over the years, like Sonic Adventure.
Is there Starlight Zone?
Is it what?
Is there a Starlight Zone? That's the only important level.
Boy, I don't think there. I haven't seen it yet, but this has a lot more like kart customization than Mario does. But I'm playing this, and this is way fun. So I highly recommend this.
Okay.
And this just came yesterday from Limited Run Games. You guys ever heard of Gex?
Yes.
Ring a bell for you?
Yes.
He came out back on the 3DO back in the day. It was his first. But this is the trilogy of all three Gex games put together on one disc, remastered and for your entertainment and whatnot. So it's all three of them redone, better resolutions, has rewind features and stuff now.
I didn't play much Gex, but I might have to have a look at that.
Yeah, it's very good. It's one of those limited run games. So, yep. So that's what I've got for show and tell today. So that's what I'm playing.
I haven't got much for show and tell in that way, but I could tell you some stuff. So, this is very out of character for me, but I don't know if you remember a while ago, I said I ended up buying Pokemon Scarlet so I could play it with, basically trade all the good Pokemon to the kid for it because he had Violet, I had Scarlet, right?
Right.
Now I do like a bit of Pokemon. I'm not gonna lie. I played Blue, I played Yellow, I played Green, I played Silver, I played Pearl, and that's when I ended up until Scarlet.
Yep.
Pokemon Scarlet was the worst. It was great storyline, great game play to an extent. Graphics, videography in it, shocking. Probably the worst game that I've ever played. With a game of that standard, and you're paying, in excess of £80 for it, you don't expect to walk by a house and the house disappear because of the video angle. You don't expect to go into a battle and the camera pans all the way around the Pokemon, all the way around. It looks quite cool, and then it focuses on the floor and you can't see anything.
Good camera work.
Yeah, Pokemon Scarlet was shocking. However, I have just done the pre-order for A to Z Legends.
Okay.
Or Z to A Legends, which comes with the weirdest gifts for any collector's edition ever. Okay, it was really cheap. That's why I got it, to be honest. I think for a collector's edition, when you're looking at Final Fantasy, Call of Duty, etc., it was only £80.
That's a good deal.
Cheap for it comes with a cap, weirdly, an umbrella.
Why?
I don't know. 2 Pokemon statues of Charizard in his Z and A format. A handful of Pokemon plushies of the starter group.
Okay.
And some artwork and bits and pieces, badges. But yeah, so I got that, and that's arriving, I think, on the 15th, so in 7 days from today.
Nice.
Now, this is where the story comes. 10 minutes after purchasing that, after being advertised it online as the last chance to get the collector's edition, Final Fantasy Tactics: The Ivalice Chronicles was released.
Yep.
I'm so pissed.
What's the one that's on sale today on Amazon? I think it's the Final Fantasy, what do they call it? Pixeled version or pixelated version?
So it's Final Fantasy 1 through 6 remastered but still 2D.
Yeah, that's part of the big Amazon sale today. If you caught that,
it's. I tell you what, if it's, I don't know what price it is, but if it's cheap enough and you like those old school games, definitely worth it. Even if you only play 4, 5, and 6, 1, 2, and 3 are difficult to play for a new school gamer.
Right.
But 4, 5, and 6, the storyline in those are fucking impeccable.
Cool.
Absolutely amazing. Definitely worth buying. But for you, Craig, maybe not, because you'll never fucking finish them.
Oh, I keep thinking my son talks to you. You know that?
Or, no, it's not that. 4, 5, and 6 have storylines that are that impeccable. You have to get to the end of them. It's like watching Moana and deciding to just turn it off halfway through because you don't know the end.
No, I started off with Final Fantasy 1. You know, what was it? The Light Bearers, or the hell it was, Light Warriors, or some damn thing. The first one. That's where I started. So, hey, did you see that Mish was talking about Atari games? He's talking about pole position. He said Rocket Raid. I'll bet he means River Raid. The 2600 game. That was fun. Activision game. That was really cool.
You're talking about stuff that's just that little bit before me.
Yeah. You're not quite a 2600 guy. You just missed that, I think. Yep. So anyway, where are we? We've got 3 tunes left to go. We're about 20 minutes out, give or take.
I would say to Rekka, the first GTA game, the London version of the first GTA game was, indeed. And it really annoyed me that the fact that it became GTA London. Right, when are you going to talk? The XL checkbox color contrast is the worst, like grey back. Stop having a fucking problem with shit. Right, we already know the website shit, Mish. Deal with it. Either give me 10 grand and let me fix it, or just deal with it, because nothing is going to change until we have a developer that wants to work with us, which they currently are too busy to do. Anyway,
moving swiftly ahead.
That was me getting fed up about the color contrast.
Yes.
We should play another piece of music, though, shouldn't we?
We should do that.
Wait, you should do that. Okay.
Also, then we can do that.
I'm not gonna lie, I really need the toilet as well, so hopefully I can hurry this on.
I hope it's a long song. Okay, this is Garlic by Smashing Red.
Oh, so it is. I was so prepared. Here we go.
Yep,
there we go.
Sure.
No, it's 3 minutes enough, do we?
Okay.
1 second, sir.
Got it.
Grow exceptional morning when I sweep the old village. The sun rose, that old folks so pure. I went to your heart, don't chorus of birds, nobody working except for one nurse. No cars, no people, no bell ringing steeple, peace in a virginal world. I set off to
Oh man,
where the wild garden
right there.
desolate roads with no traffic to move, recreation ground, wide open view. Children once played in halcyon days, groundsmen complained in years far away. Man dodged away and he muttered strange things. I had to admit, I concurred with his phrase. I'm grateful to all where the wild garden sways. Concrete pathways go down to the river, shimmering sunlight, eternal life. So they said you must stay away.
Oh.
Free as a crowd these days, breathe imperfection, such burden splendor. I truly felt humble, grateful and tender. I thought of the old time, days in between. Climb past the caves, yes, I was amazed.
I never laughed so hard on this show. You start the song and the damn cat is meowing right on the beat, loudly. It was wonderful. This is great.
Guess I'll stay a while longer. Feel there's so much left to do. Tomorrow I'll walk where the wild garlic grows. And as I walk on,
You're listening to XRP. That's what we do. We play some music. That was Garlic from Smashing Red here on XRP Radio. Bit of an old tune.
Yeah, it's all right.
What have we got left? Two tracks, 18 minutes.
Yeah,
We can
you know.
Yeah, it's not a. It's not. Carrie, you know what? I'll stand by that. Right. I'll stand by that. I have been on so many other radio stations, chat boxes, and this one actually works. This one actually works. Oh yeah, if we could get this site updated, I have an insane like. It sounds like I'm a salesman for work, so it's a really hard thing. Like sometimes I go to people's doors and I'm literally standing there going, "Well, I'm a salesman. I would say this, but it's actually quite good." Like I have a binder over there, a massive binder of plans and marketing, shall we say? I've run the numbers that it would. I can't change the See, this is the thing. You can change the contracts for free. I have to pay someone probably about £200 to change the contrast of this website at the moment. It would probably cost me about £200 to pay someone just to do that. And it would cost me a lot more because I would have to take it off the developer that currently runs the site, give it to somebody else. They would have to transfer it onto new servers. Like, you don't understand. It's not just a case. Back in the old days when you made a website, it was just a case of going to GeoCities and changing green to blue or whatever you wanted to do. It's not like that for us anymore. I will have to do everything through one or two developers. every developer currently in this climate charges £50 per hour to work. That's just life. I have no access to any of this website myself. I cannot get to the Amazon backend. I cannot touch it. There is absolutely nothing that I can do myself to make anything different on this website. I have 3 developers that I work with, Jake, Andrew, and a third person that is kind of part of a company that I have to pay per, like, I have to pay him for the hours before he even does the hours on the website. This website is the worst part of my life. I hate it so much. Like, it's really dragging me down now. Because if we had what I wanted that I'd already paid for, large amounts of money, and then got screwed over, unfortunately, this website would be very well laid out and would make a large amount of money. We already precedented it by the first launch of XRP. Back in the day, when we first launched this website, I lived off it. I didn't have another job. But unfortunately, we're in this situation now, and that's just it. That is life. The world, the universe, and everything. And I'm currently trying to find a cheap developer to do the job that I need them to do. I have a couple of grand stashed aside that I have dedicated to this, even though the last person that I dealt with this basically just took 10 grand away and went, okay, there's no website now. So you got to understand that this is less of a good situation than I wanted to be in. This isn't me just bullshitting and taking the piss or anything. I've done this for 20 years of my life. And I wish it would have gone much better because I wouldn't be in this situation that I am at the moment. So there you go. There it is in a nutshell. Stop aggravating me and being like, I can just click a button and make everything better. Like, literally every single thing. If something goes wrong with this website, I have to call someone and it costs me money just to get it fixed. This comma thing, right? This comma thing, you know, when you upload and if it's got a comma in it, it won't work on XRP. That alone is probably £100 to fix up. It's absolutely astonishing. Websites suck. Websites are the downfall of everybody in the current world. A good website and you can make money hand over fist. Bad website, absolutely screwed. ALC is here though. What do you want, ALC? This.
Nope.
What?
Bucket next to it.
This.
Yep.
There you go. ALC wanted something. Anyway,
Okay.
yeah, we've got 2 tracks. Well, we're gonna have to play one now and one at the end, I reckon.
I think so.
Sorry, Mish really annoyed me there. I
know
don't
he
know.
did. That's part of his,
I haven't got that much of a rise out of me in a long time.
like I've always said, man. You know, Mish is just Trend Laser 2.0. It's the same guy in a different. There's always the one guy that comes in and complains about everything. And so, but every station has that one guy, right? We can't all come in here and be, oh, we love what you do and you're fantastic and everything. No. There's always the one guy. I think his mask is too tight. You know,
I think you're probably not far off there, to be honest.
You're damn right. I think he's his Trend Laser with a different mask on, man. That's all he is. But that's his choice. You know,
Right.
All I can say is I'm very happy with everything.
Oh, I'm not.
Yeah.
Right. First of the last songs, then goodbye, and then the last of the last songs.
Right on. This next song coming up is called "Beat It, Creep" by the Tyrds.
For some reason, all I've got in my head at the moment is "Beat it, creep, beat it, creep." No,
Thanks, Michael.
Beat it, creep.
Yep, creep.
Girls from across the room.
Didn't RoboCop say that? Beat it, creep.
needed green. He comments on every post you make. Wow. He texts you to see if you're still awake. He asks if you come on over, even though he's already at your door. He wants to buy you a beer. Wow. Wow. He wants to turn it on. Doesn't really should sleep up again. It's time to need it. When you think the times are cut, he's calling you a slut. When will this ever end? When you never can get a girlfriend, it's time to meet and greet. No girls go. I said no girls go. She said no girls go. No girls go. She said no girls go. She said no girls go.
No means no. Beat it, creep. The turds. Well, you could call them the tyrds.
The tyrds?
I like turds so more.
Yeah, I like that too. Beat it, creep. I think that was a RoboCop line.
Sorry, I just wanted to add another line to that. It's almost the end of the show.
It is. Not it is. It is.
I am Tiz.
Yes.
You're Craig.
Last time I looked.
I was going to talk about more gamey stuff, but I don't want to bore the listeners that we have. But I will say I've been playing. So the missus is really into Monopoly Go on the old phone.
Yep.
So she got me into this. I found a little app called Tester Up. And just by playing levels of the game, you earn money. I've already earned like £30, I think. Just playing this game. It's quite cool.
That's
but
cool.
Unfortunately, through the same system, I was advertised another game called Hero. Addictive as shit. So it's like Monopoly, right?
Yeah.
But you roll and you land on your square, and then you have an RPG style battle.
Okay.
No,
That
don't
sounds
know.
like fun.
Okay. It's so good. Hero, like hero, but roll at the end. All one word.
No, you're too damn young. There was a game back in the 80s on computers called Archon. Archon.
I've
you
seen
probably
it,
never
I've
heard of it.
played it. I know I have heard of it.
But it was the same situation. It was almost like a chessboard thing, and you had monsters on the squares, and when they jumped each other, it turned into a virtual fight scene, and you had combat between the two pieces. It was really
because it was
cool.
There's a whole fucking theme park, museum park for it, believe it or not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's
That's cool.
Guess where it is? What
Europe?
country, at least? You're right with Europe, at least, yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. Is it like the British Isles?
Nope.
Abu Dhabi.
That's not Europe.
I don't know. Germany.
The Netherlands.
The Netherlands.
The Netherlands.
Yeah. That was a very groundbreaking game. It came out on the Apple back like in 83 or 84. It was one of the very first games from Electronic Arts, actually. So there.
Yeah,
Well, Mish is in priz. He's in priz.
he deserves to be in prison.
He's in priz.
He's been an asshat today.
He just doesn't like you. I think he loves me.
He loves to hate me, I think.
Well, he does. I think that's how he expresses his feelings towards you. If you started being nice to you, something would be wrong.
And yeah, it would be.
Yep. It's that tough love, you know.
It would be.
You guys have that love-hate relationship. You love to hate each other.
The problem is, right, I'll be honest with you. A while ago, when me and Mish started working with each other, we did a lot of this love-hate stuff on social media, and it was working really well. And I was like, you know what, Mish, this people are enjoying this to and fro between us, and it's doing good for yourself, for your marketing. And he went, really? Do you think? And I'm like, yeah, people are, it's good. It's good fun as well. Let's keep it up. Let's do it online. Now, Mish has started doing quite well. And he's doing his collabs and doing really well. But he's still keeping up this horrible shit. And I didn't mean it to go on for this long. But I don't feel like I can back up on it now. You know what I mean? It's like, well, this is our relationship now. We're pricks. I don't know. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie, this was somewhat planned out. It was like, people love us taking the piss out of each other on air. And then I moved up here and I became super busy and I had to take on another job, and he's just carried it on, and I haven't got the effort to give it back to him. So now it literally looks like Mish is just being a prick to XRP 24/7, and it's not really like that. I just haven't got the time to give it back to him properly, and it sucks. Like, everyone out there, Rekka, everyone, he's not that much of a prick. It is somewhat designed. Not too much design. We just said, okay, this is how we talk to each other. I've just got less time to talk back to him in that way. That's the only way I can describe it. If I had more time, I'd be just as much of a prick back. But the problem is, being a prick back to Mish, like, if I say one thing on Monday, I know to Mish, I know I'm busy till Friday. Let's put it that way. Like, it doesn't just go away. You've got a week's worth of social media to manage with Mish. Which is great. It's great marketing. It is good fun. It's all in good humor. I'm not, and me going to and fro. And he also, because he complains like this on air, it gives me a chance to kind of be like, okay, everybody, look, this is the reality of what I have to deal with. And he can be a prick about it, and then it makes me look better, so it works good. I'm not really pissed off with him. Mish is a prickler. Anyway. But just to make sure that's all rounded up and nicely, we're in the last 2 minutes of the show. We're going over, Craig.
Yeah, I know.
It's been a good show.
I had a good time. We had a good conversation. I didn't know what to expect. It was one of those shows that was a bit more open-ended, kind of like, where's this going to go?
Again, it just proves that that we can pull a show out of nothing.
Or how does the saying go? Pulling a show out of our ass, folks. This is what we do here.
We're damn good at it too.
Like I've always said, the thing about this show, really, at the core, is just two buddies talking about their week.
I mean, I like to put a point on that, because Craig initially, before we even started the show, was a bit like, can we actually keep this? Can we come up with enough good content to just
I was worried about it. I was worried about it.
And I turned around to him like fuck the rest of you. I turned around and went, I don't give a shit. This is 2 hours where we can catch up a week that we've scheduled it. Like, we can do it on air or off air. Like, if it gets to the point where this show is just like, okay, it's not working anymore, I just turn around and go, okay, let's just hang out for the same.
Yeah, we're done.
It wouldn't be that. Yeah, we're done. It would be, okay, we'll just do the same thing, but not on air.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Me and Craig will still hang out at this time every week, I think, forever, as long as it's convenient.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. I mean,
currently it's on air. It doesn't always have to be.
but then having people come in the chat box, and be willing to talk to us has been a bonus and a blessing. It's been really, because we met Wrecker, and like Kind Machine, and those guys stop in and we talk about shit, which is great. It's kind of like your mates hanging out at the pub or something, it's kind of turned into that, which is really cool.
It is really like that, because not necessarily like, I don't want this to sound negative, but it doesn't have to be mates like that. I remember especially when I was working in the bars as well, you turn up and you'd have people like, I don't even want to say associates, but people you could tolerate, people that you'd have a speak to. You never phone them up and go, do you want to come out to my birthday party or whatever?
Yeah.
But, you know, they're always going to be there when you walk in the pub and you're going to have a chat with them, and that's good. That's a lovely thing to happen. They're not friends, but they're not best friends. They're you know.
Well, yeah, that's kind of how XRP is. I mean, I have a lot of acquaintances through XRP, you know, but yeah, I've met a lot of really cool people here. I mean, hell, it's been what? When did I start? 2014? Shit, man, it's been a while, you know. So
2014. It's really
yeah. That's
11 years.
That was the first Third Bridge track we submitted to XRP was 2014, and that's when we met.
It's wild.
So it's crazy. I mean, I never would have got to know Miss Happenings. How could I even live my life without getting to know Mish? I mean, Jesus.
Better?
You know, look what I was missing.
Sorry.
You know, I mean, talk about you light up my life, huh? I mean,
I love my life like nobody else.
Yes, you with your mask.
Right.
All right.
We do have to round up this show. We're over schedule.
I know. I gotta make dinner yet.
I need to go to sleep. I'm fucking exhausted. I've got a long day ahead of me tomorrow.
I think I'm wiped out on Tylenol. Actually, I'm starting to like fall asleep sitting up. So
I was going to say, when you started this show, you were a little bit like, oh yeah, it's good.
I'm good now, man. I took 5 of them so far today.
You got your energy as the show progressed. At the start, I was a little bit worried because when you first got on this call, you're like, hi, Cat and Tiz. How you doing? I'm okay. I'm perfectly fine to be here.
But damn it, I said I was going to be here, and here I am, baby.
Right now, yeah, you're like, damn it, yeah, it's good stuff. Brilliant.
Yep.
Oh, Roberto joined us just at the end of the show as well.
Who's here?
Roberto from Icons of Industry.
Oh, man. I'm sorry.
You know what? Like, you already know what I think about your track. Craig played the soul version of Heavy Locust. Do you want to tell him what you think of the track?
Oh, dude, it's amazing. It's so funky. This is super cool. I heard 30 seconds of it yesterday, and I go, God, this is great. Just caught my ears right away. Just fantastic.
Stunner.
Nicely done.
Absolute stunner.
Yep.
Yeah. So, sorry, right at the end of the show, we started 2 hours ago, and we finished 2
we're
minutes
just
ago, but we're still
there. Yeah, sorry, man.
I'd love to keep going, but I'm exhausted, mate.
Well, it's midnight for you, dude. Go to bed.
Yeah, I know. We've got one track to finish on. But before that, Craig, do you have any final words, last words?
Like my usual, man. Thank you guys so much for being in the chat. Thank you so much, everybody out there, for tuning in and listening to us two fools web about nothing. And we will see you next Wednesday.
And from me, it's been a pleasure to entertain you all for the evening. We will be back next week. I'll be back on Saturday with the new sub show where we play all the latest submissions to XRP Radio, the latest and greatest unsigned and independent music to the world. One thing that I beg you go have a look at, because I've been enjoying this over the past few weeks. Go look at our playlist, the Tag Show playlist, right? 2 months after this week, go look at the BBC Introducing playlist. Enjoy that. This is the last track for the evening. What is it, Mr. Craig?
This last track is called That Girl, and it's by Louis Simons.
See you later, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Show.
Great show. I got to go upstairs, have something for dinner, lay on my couch, and go, ow, 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 ow.
Sorry. I'm going to be... I hate to say this, but I'll be asleep in about 10 minutes, I reckon.
You know something, man? We always watch, YouTube together for dinner. I'll guarantee you I'm going to have dinner and probably conk out 10 minutes afterwards. I woke up tired today, so. Anyway, I'm not going to complain about my back anymore. It's just going to be what it is, and I'll be quiet about it.
Yeah, now it's the end of the show.
No, people don't want to hear that. It's like, fuck, just deal with it, dude. I got to work on some new music, man. I got so many good ideas now for that Indiana Jones track. I just got to get going on it. Temple of the Sun. I forgot what the damn thing is called, and I'm writing it. It's great. Well, Tiz, even though you came in tired and wiped out and hungry and everything else, you did a great show today. So good job.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm surprised I made it all the way through, to be honest. But
No, you seem fine.
I'm getting towards. I need a week off or something sometime soon. I've got 3 days holiday left on my rota before Christmas. They make us take 2 weeks off over Christmas for obvious reasons.
Right.
So half of my holiday is already pre-planned. I've got 3 days left.
Yep.
I think I might be taking that mid-November. I just need some time off. Make sure.
Yeah, I imagine you do.
I mean, I walk 21 to 25 miles every fucking day. I'm
I know you do, man.
finished.
Oh, man.
For everyone that is still watching us, that's it from us as well. The pillow is out.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
See you later. It's been a pleasure to entertain you all. You already heard when we're back, so come back then.
Yep. See you later.
What the?
So here we are again. Thanks for stopping by to listen to the good man and that old annoying guy. Do you ever wonder? Do you wanna see who are these men of mystery? Tiz lives in Scotland and runs XRP, a broadcasting legend. I'm sure you'll agree. Craig lives in a studio in the USA, working on music most every day. They come together at this time each week, a wondrous pairing of these two great geeks. So stop in the chat box and say hello, and listen in wonder to the Craig